Hey everybody, it's Jake Diak with Pyxis Lab. Today I wanted to do an install, startup, and even a calibration for our OXIPANEL Plus, the IK765 series. I have everything that comes in box right here on the table. You can see we have the analyzer, our sensor, and even a flying lead cable. One thing that you'll notice straight out of the box is that the power for the FR300 Plus as well as the FS100 is disconnected. So we're gonna wanna connect that. You can see that there's labels for each of these on either side. And all you wanna do is just line up your pin, plug in, and then thread into place. Thread up the FR300 Plus, and then do the same exact thing for FS100 ultrasonic flow meter. Now that those guys have their power hooked up, we are good to hang it up already. So we have two different blocks on the back end here that we can use for mounting. You can either hang it to a unistrut using these little blocks, or you can just mount it directly to a wall. I'm gonna go ahead and just hang it up on the unistrut, just like that. And now that we're hung up, we're ready to put our water in, put the sensor into place, and run a calibration as well. Let's do it. All right, now that the OXIPANEL is hung up on the wall, it's time to unbox our ST765SS Oxidizer pH and ORP sensor. So we'll go ahead and just get it out of its wrapping here. And you'll notice straight away that we have a little absorbent sheet as well as a storage solution cap. You want to make sure that you remove this before putting it into process. So let's go ahead and remove the storage cap. All right. There we go. We want this beautiful sensor eye to be placed into process, not the pH storage cap, so make sure that you take that off. And you can see also that there's a power cap as well, so we can go ahead and pop that off before we place it into the OXIPANEL. We can go ahead and unthread the cap to the FR300 Plus. And we're gonna place this on the back end of our ST765, slide it into place, and then go ahead and place the 765 directly into the FR300 Plus reservoir. And we can thread that into place as well. The power supply for the ST765 is going to be on the left-hand side of the OXIPANEL Plus. It's an 8-pin power coupling. You can see that there's a little notch that you're going to have to line up with the female end of the sensor. Make sure that you do that. If you don't do that, sometimes the pins can be misarranged and then we're going to have to bend them back into place. So we don't want to do that. So make sure that you find your pin and match it up to the end of the sensor. Boom. Place it in and thread into place, and your sensor is ready to rock. Now that we have the sensor installed into the OXIPANEL, we can go ahead and hook up our water supply. All right, next step is to get the water flowing. We have a 3/8" tube that's gonna be going into the inlet as well as going out of the outlet at the top of the analyzer. We have a city line here at Pyxis, so I'm gonna take our city water and hook it into the inlet. And then same thing for the outlet. Take our 3/8" tubing and place it at the top of the panel at the outlet. And now we are ready to run some water, but first let's turn on the analyzer. We have a really simple method for powering the device. It's just a wall outlet, so we're gonna take our power supply. Luckily for us, we just have an outlet right above head. Plug it in, and on the side of our HMI here is the power button. Go ahead and press that, and the OXIPANEL is ready for water. So let's turn it on. We'll go ahead and start running our city water. And if we've done anything correctly, we're gonna have water going in and water coming back out to drain, or you can return to process. Now that we have water flowing, we have a really cool feature through the FS100. We have this control valve that's actually set to a user's set point. To create a set point, we wanna click OK, head over to Pattern, down to Set Point, and here we can actually dictate the flow rate for the OXIPANEL. We recommend 600 to 800 milliliters per minute. The absolute low is 200. Well, let's go ahead and set this to 600. There we go. Click yes. You'll see that it's saved. And from there, you can scroll down to exit, exit again. And from there, the FS100 will take over and control flow at 600 mils per minute. On the UC80 Plus, our HMI here, you can see all the residuals given to you from the ST765. This is our free chlorine variant, so you'll see free chlorine, pH, ORP, and temperature. Some of our other variants, like our DCL variant for dechlorination, will have free chlorine plus sulfite, as well as pH and ORP. And then we also have a free and total combination, so you might see some more parameters on the HMI that you can scroll through by pressing that arrow button in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Also through the HMI, we can look at live data. We can also calibrate the device, change parameter settings, set alarms, all that good stuff. To access that, you're going to want to click User down in the bottom left corner. Then you're going to want to click Log In, and a user password is going to be needed. You can find this in your user manual. Once you logged in, you can access all of those cool features through the HMI. You can see a little pigtail coming out of our UC80 here. That's for your flying lead cable that'll be included in box. You just quickly connect the flying lead to the HMI and then land these to any controller, PLC, or DCS platform that you have out in the field. On these flying leads are your RS-45A and B, as well as two 4 to 20 milliamp signals, one for the oxidizer, one for pH. There's only one 4 to 20 milliamp negative signal. Just go ahead and terminate that and then jump for the other 4 to 20 signal. Finally, I want to run through doing a process calibration for the sensor. We're going to have to take a grab sample. So I have the SP800 colorimeter here, and we're going to do a chlorine sample here of our city water. So let's go ahead and do a 0 first. Just going to turn on our city line, rinse out the 10 ml vial 3 times, get to the line. It's just water. It's just water, friends. Cap it up, do a 0. And then we're going to use our powder pillow kit here. But of course, you can always go online and try out our liquid DPD dropper kits that we just dropped. No more hassling with these guys. You can go ahead and just do 1 drop for 0 to 2.2 and 3 drops to 0 to 10. But I'm going to use a powder pillow for old time's sake. And it looks like we got pretty good color in the water today. And we're sitting right around 1.3. I'm gonna let the 60-second timer go. But since we know our residual, we can then head to the HMI and conduct a process cal. All right, let's run a process calibration through the HMI. Select the home icon, then select calibration. And since we're calibrating chlorine, select FCL cal. You'll see it says process calibration. Here we can select this white box and enter the residual that we got from our grab sample. We saw 1.3 for free chlorine today in the city. So I'm gonna type in 1.30, select OK, and then we'll select process cal. It'll ask if we're determined to do this. Yes, we are. Select OK, and you'll see it says operation in progress. Allow it a little bit of time, and soon you'll see a success message. Calibration success, go ahead and click OK. And then we can X out of that. We're reading at 1.3, perfectly in line with our grab sample. So now we've done a calibration. We've installed the Oxy panel. I hope this was helpful for you all. If you guys need additional help, go ahead and reach out to our service department. If you have any more questions, go ahead and reach out to us. Social media, website, email, phone call, you know the deal. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.